They absolutely are. Now, you know that Kellogg's has been challenging all South Africans out there to start something new, start something great. And I'm sure after having heard their performance earlier on, you'll agree that gypsy jazz sound that they've got going on is definitely something new and something great that we all enjoy very much. And so we thought we'd hear from our guest artist, Manouche, this morning, exactly what it is that is, that makes them great. How do they plan on starting their great? But firstly, I want to know about this blend of, the French gypsy jazz and the swing that you have. I mean, I've seen you performing at corporates before, and I'm seeing you live. Every time I hear it, it's something fresh. What inspired or informed this choice of genre of music?
Well, I think initially it was very much the gypsy music out of the 1930s out of Paris. So it's a mixture of European gypsy music and American jazz.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the basis where we work from. From that point, it evolved quite a bit. So everybody brings in their own influence. So Sarah's got this sort of natural funkiness that she kind of brings to it.
On the dub bass or the dub bass.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, sort of all those elements come together to influence the music. So it's changed. I mean, it's based on the gypsy jazz, but it's changed a lot.
And we are loving it. All the different personalities coming together and putting in their own little flavor. So we're all about starting your great. And I don't know, maybe some of you have wanted to travel before, learn a new language, whatever that might be. What are some of the new things and great things that you plan on doing this year?
This year, maybe in the beginning of next year, I'd definitely like to travel more, see other places and other countries and learn about different cultures and all that. So I might work on doing that more.
That's a subtle hint to the band, like, guys, let's get international gigs. What about you?
For all the sponsors out there.
What about you?
I guess for me, I'm really, of course, I'm really keen to learn a new language. Being South African, I think it's inexcusable to only speak English any time. So I'd love to learn Xhosa this year. I've started kind of getting into it a little bit. Annelie always teases me about it, but that's
She's
one of my goals.
Pansula.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your first word, ewe.
Ewe.
There we go. Yes. Bernard, what about you?
Not really sure. I have a million different hobbies. What I generally do is I get really interested in something and then I just spend all my time on YouTube learning that new skill. So I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I nerd out a lot and that sort of stuff. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but...
What was the last thing you learned on YouTube?
Photography, some videography stuff. I nerd out.
That is
hard
epic.
on that stuff.
He's just saying it, but he's really good at it.
Yeah.
He learns it until he perfects it, and then, then he's just the boss at it.
Yep.
Well, that's what we want. What about you, Sarah? What is your starting grade?
I would like to be really fit and healthy because I kind of think that if you're at your optimal prime, then, happiness and success, everything like that kind of follows in its wake. So personally, that's what I want to get sorted out and just play as much music as possible with these guys, hopefully, for a long time.
I was about to say, but it must be very challenging because you guys gig quite a lot and being everywhere, performing everywhere, trying to keep a schedule regular enough for you to train is challenging.
It is quite difficult. Also, the late nights, sometimes it's quite tiring. And also, if you have a day job, then, your week is filled with stuff and then your weekend is filled with more stuff. So it's being disciplined in your regiment.
Yeah, but we believe in you. You can do it, Sarah. Come on, we believe in you.
I'm going to try.
Give some advice to young musicians out there that are wanting to dabble in genres that aren't really too well known, like French, gypsy, swing, jazz, and they want to form their own sound. What would you say to them if they might feel a bit afraid of launching their careers into this music?
I think, for me, the major thing is the internet is such an insanely powerful resource. I mean, that's kind of how I got into the thing. Like, I sort of found it in the internet, and I learned how to do it on the internet. So, I mean, sort of, if you want to learn a new style, a new skill, anything, sort of YouTube and the internet in general is just an amazing place to learn it.
But also, don't be discouraged about being different. Because a lot of people think that that's a bad thing. It is the most amazing gift that you could give yourself and other people. Because everyone is trying to be different in their own way. But if you stay true to who you are, and that is different in itself, then, you're already winning.
Yeah, and I think it also comes down to to the energy that you give to the performance. And if you really love what you do, even if it is kind of out there or a little bit alternative and not very well known, if you just bring it and people can see your passion and see the energy that you bring to it because you just love it, it really, anyone can get into it. And that's what we found.
I love it. I love it. Well, here's to traveling more, learning new languages, learning new stuff on the internet, and getting fit and starting your great. Well, in fact, we want you to tell us at home how you are planning to start your great. All you got to do is go onto Twitter or Facebook, share an image, or tell us about how you're starting your great using that hashtag #StartYourGreat.
Kellogg's, start your great.